change the tide here at home. Expecting a sellout crowd here inside the venue in beautiful Orlando, Florida. We're underway. First slap goes down for Erin Livingston.
Even though everybody in the gym kind of knew that ball was going to go out, I love the ball control from BYU already. And you see that how fast that tempo is. Going to really put a lot of pressure on the middles to get out to the pins on offense and force their opponents to be out of system. Tough serving will be critical for UCF tonight.
First pass is good. Shomers gives it back to Wilson. Last touch, BYU point to the Knights.
And what we've seen UCF do a really good job of is getting their offense going early. Where we've seen them struggle a little bit in the last few weeks is really playing defense, right? So good dig location, not just keeping the ball off the floor. And against a good team like BYU, you have to really pay attention to where the ball is going to go. Shomers just sitting in there on a huge rip from Livingston on the pin.
You're looking at the head coach for BYU, Heather Olmstead, in her, of course, 8th season. I think it actually is her 9th season. This program has made 11 straight NCAA tournament appearances. And of course, having a stellar outing here in their first year in the Big 12. The feed again, going to Livingston, the block. Let's try the right side attack, and it's handed back at him. A combo, Hansen, Wilson.
And early in the season, their blocking, UCF's blocking was so good and technical, and they were just scoring so many points. Want to see them get back to that. That's certainly how you do it. Great setting choice for BYU, though, on the pin to go to the right side.
Trying it again, right side, the pass. Armour a little out of control. Wilson gets it over. Again to Erin Livingston.
And it's already a tough matchup. Then you have Shomers being the blocker. Now Shomers, give her credit, she's a great blocker, really consistent, but when you have a player like Erin Livingston who's going to use every single of the inch of that 6'2" frame and her extreme jumping power, it's going to be a tough matchup.
She's already got 3 kills here tonight. We're looking at her from the service line now. Wilson, big swing, too much on it. Erin Livingston, a senior from Corona, California. Averages 4 kills a set, was a unanimous pick, all Big 12 preseason team, and she's playing like it. Back row Armour, blocked at the net, a flex by Eden Bauer.
And Eden Bauer's kind of been in and out of the lineup for BYU, has played the last few matches, all 3 sets. Really excited to be in there. Gosh, blocking is so much fun, and she just made that look really easy.
So Livingston will continue to serve. And Grimes watched that one nearly go out of bounds. It touched the white tape. Coach Jenny Maurer here in her first season in the head chair for the UCF Knights. They opened up their Big 12 play 7-0. But since October 14th and that turn you talked about, Aaron, against Kansas State, this is a unit that needs a lot more of Abby Hansen, just 2-5 since that date.
And it starts with the pass, right? Tough teams become even tougher when you pass the ball well. If you want to get the ball to Hansen, relieve some of the pressure from Clark and Wilson, it all starts with the pass, and you know your leader, Hansen's going to execute.
So Wilson from the service line, the Big 12 all-time ace leader at this moment. Armour gets a decent pass to Shear. BYU sets up. They have options here, and the put down nearly scooped up. Can Wilson get it over? She does. Mia Lee feels robbed. She'll get it back. Got him.
Mia Lee, 6 foot, right? Not the tallest player on the court. Typically your middle is, but just has so much leaping ability. And what I love about that arm swing is she's making the contact and making the adjustment to where she wants to swing on the ball as she's swinging. It's all in her hand and in her wrist. So even if you block her and you come straight on, you look at her shoulder, she's still going to beat you directionally. You've got to get 4 hands in front of her face.
So the Cougars hand the ball back over off the service error from Kamaili Hiapo. And you're looking at Chloe Shear, one of the captains here, senior libero for UCF. Back row. Oh. A layout, Wilson hands it back to him, hits the corner. That's good for the Knights.
But you got to take care of that ball, right? You've got to take care of that first ball. That shouldn't be a back row attack swing. That should be a free ball opportunity for your team. Just have to take the accountability and leadership in the libero jersey to step in and make that play.
Deep breath here for Shear from Marietta, California. Right side attack, no one there. The point goes down, Kate Pryor. One of 2 players for the Cougars who trained with the U.S. Women's Collegiate National Team this summer. Coach Olmstead happy with this production.
And really blocking that line shot. So far, right side has really attacked that cross court. Why not take that away, right? Instead of blocking that line. But here we go as Lauren Clark, just exactly what they need her to be, putting the ball away. You have the confidence of Wilson kind of coming in those first 3 sets, right? You can see what she's doing. How's the defense responding to her? As an L2, you have such an advantage because you get to watch that. And Lauren Clark really does take advantage of that.
Knights unable to tack on any more points. We saw Abby Shomers with the service error. Aria McComber. Ball stays up, the Knights will go to work. Bauer tracks it, gives it over to Livingston. The big dig by Shear. Oh, that one just off the fingertips, wrong from Bauer. And a put down, welcome Claudia Dillon.
And when this team plays defense, look at the difference, right? Those first few points, not playing any defense, not really executing on the ball. When they play, when they can get the ball, when they can keep the rally going, they can put the ball away. It's all about just making sure that you're going to be the one that withstands the longer rallies. Get in there and be gritty on defense.
Bowers comes forward. She's going to get it up to Erin Livingston. And the point good for BYU.
That hit it right off of Claudia Dillon's head. Oh, my goodness. Oh, it was her arm, not her head, she said.
Instant clarification here. Erin Campbell, Despina Barton. Erin Campbell played for the UCF Knights under head coach Todd Dagenais, has seen this program grow. And now they're fighting to stay.
Overturning that play.
On the top of the pack for the Big 12.
Yeah, so far, this is the 2nd highest ranked team we've had in the venue. First was Stanford in 2009 when I was a volleyball player here. And this place was rocking, just like it is now.
And tomorrow night is Friday night, already sold out here inside the venue. Wilson and company want to make sure that give the home fans a lot to cheer about. Shear with the save. Free ball comes over. Cougars set up. Feed push out to Livingston, block. Armour's hands were there in the scramble. Cougars get it over. How about Wilson now? A little congested here on the right side. Didn't matter. Point goes down. Another kill for Lee.
What I love about Lee is she's actually more...
McEwen Lernis at the service line for the Cougars. Ooh. They are 12th ranked in the country. And another point is scored off the hands of Dillon.
And such a heads-up play. Didn't have the shot she wanted, but is still able to attack that ball. Yes, she didn't swing on it. She's not technically attacking the ball, but she's being aggressive on that swing. And great serve into that chaos.
Livingston going straight down.
Yeah, that ball was on the 10-foot line. Again, I think there's some misreading on the block setup, especially on that pin, right? Got to take a step in. The ball set inside. Armour's not even in that play because of where she set up. Got to take that step in. Read where the set's going.
Abby Hansen. Wowza.
What?
Here's the replay, Erin.
Bounce. house, baby. This is the other bounce house, by the way. Oh my goodness, I just got the chills. And she knows it. Wow, what a rip. Too bad you can't get 2 points for that.
Definitely if we were judging with dancing from the stars, because that's what Wilson is doing at the net.
Style points across the board. And Wilson, what I love about her is she has really developed the defensive side of her game in the last few weeks. She realizes that that's something else she can contribute to this team and has just really settled in there. Oh, and that ball's in.
Couple that with an ace, the team's first of the night.
Exchanging points. This is what's so great about this UCF team. They're super resilient. They're not going to give up ever, even if they're down and we're down against the number 12 team. There's so much fight.
And an answer ultimately again off the hands of Erin Livingston.
I mean, here's the thing. A lot of these players played against McKenna Melville, or they played with McKenna Melville, okay? They know that a player like that is just going to get swings. She's just going to get swings. So you let them have them. You have to slow down everybody else.
Simple game plan, Erin. And some confusion. Wilson in the ninth thought that was out.
There have been so many of those where it's like on the line, not on the line. My goodness. Just like tons. I mean, from that angle, it looks in. Yeah. Good call. Gosh, I would never want to be a line judge.
Too much pressure. Oh! And Grimes just couldn't get out of the way, so back-to-back aces for Livingston. Her 18th. So, talk about the gut of the conference. They are in it. 5 games left for both of these teams, and we're still serving it up with Erin Livingston, the senior from Corona, California. Armour making a play here. Cougars a little helter-skelter. How about to feed this one going back row, and it's too much. The selections here, do you feel like that's a little off?
I was thinking that's almost like too tricky. Keep it simple, right? Like go to the middle, run the middle. But you don't want to be there's this like, you don't want to be predictable, but also like make the good set, right? You don't want to be predictable, but make the good set. And pass the ball.
Sheer, high enough for Wilson to go to work. She'll get the point. Oh, excuse me, they're gonna say it will go to the Cougars. It did look like it came off a set of hands from BYU, but not the case.
There's a pass.
With a big digging pass. Bauer, Mia, resetting. She's got options, goes right side attack, and what a swing, Kate Pryor.
Super excited about that swing, and she should be. Goes right over. I mean, the block's not there, but even if it was, went right over where the blocker would be. Too much given, takes advantage of the seam.
I mean, it feels like forever that Erin Livingston has been serving the ball. The Knights cannot side out, and I guess Ava Armour heard me.
So now what do? You have Emily Wilson, one of the best servers in the conference right now, at the service line. Got to just play really good defense to score as many points behind the serve as you can.
And she'll start off with an ace. Emily Wilson notching her 41st ace on the season.
And that's how you do it. You just serve tough. People pick on Emily Wilson when she's in the front row passing. She can do the same thing to everybody else. She's got just as much of a lethal serve.
And you see the target there is Eden Bauer. She'll get the ball back from her sister, and the Knights pair it up with a block.
Sometimes there are advantages to being late. Hansen just saw being late, because that's exactly what happened on that block. And you see Emily Wilson is the Big 12 service ace leader, because she is just, boy howdy, that ball is tricky.
Nearly got her 42nd. Hansen, block there. UCF isn't. Point to Bauer.
Just so much height, length, strength in those hands. And look how technical that is. It's so quiet. Like, blocking is best when it's quiet and like almost like a ballet. Exactly what you see out of Bauer.
So in the red zone for the Cougars. Back row attack. Block is there. Livingston stays in action. Eden Bauer with the swing. Shomers goes middle. Shear keeps it up.
Touch. Touch.
And the win out. Lauren Clark and UCF.
But that's that grittiness. Keep playing with that fire. Great job by Clark. Again, she's just so aggressive. Oh, wait, what are they calling? What are they calling here?
Could it have been Chloe Shear underneath the net?
Oh, they're calling 4. 4 contacts. So we're going to challenge that. It's a good call. So Bakerts, don't make friends. Tell us what happened. So they are saying it hit 4. Yeah, so they're saying it hit it. Oh man, Abby Hansen.
And again, they have a different set of cameras and views that we do not have here. And so just Coach Maurer is going to have to just swallow this pill and charge on. Her team now down by 7. Scoreboard reads 21-14. And BYU Kamiley Hiapo from Gilbert, Arizona at the service line.
Oh. Woo! I'm telling you, like, the ones that are in look out. The ones that are out look in. Do I need to get my eyes checked? I don't know what's happening. I cannot see it.
Aaron, I'm with you on this one tonight because they are so close to that white tape.
Just get like a white line cam. Oh, man.
Trading it back.
Now there's number 4, Hannah Billiter.
So now we're looking at Hannah Billiter from McKinney, Texas, the sophomore libero, coming in to serve. Ball is high. Gets back to Clark. She's swinging away. Good hands on the other end by Hiapo. Shomers, middle attack, good as gold. That one flying out of nowhere. Emily Wilson.
Dig location, dig location, dig location. Love it. Out of the back row. Didn't expect that to happen. Great call by Shomers. Leaves Wilson without a block.
Bauer.
It's a great read by Dylan. Great read by Dylan. The middle blocker is going around for the slide. The center then becomes her attacker, right? Going around for the slide. The second ball is Claudia Dillon. She gets up there, reads that. Great defensive stance.
She'll go to the right side, and this time it's good. McEwen Learness. And BYU tasting blood.
Number 14, Aria McCumber to serve.
McCumber, by the way, had 4 service aces against Cincy last weekend. In place to maybe deliver another one, and she got it. That is going to be the 5th ace of the set for BYU. Set point.
And BYU, you know, one of the top 4 teams last year, has done a phenomenal job of just being technical, being technically sound in every aspect of their game.
Shomers dumps it, gets the point. So shifty Shomers has come to be.
Work smarter, not harder, right? You haven't done it yet. Your back row, they're going to bite. Smart play.
So a 6-point deficit here for the Knights. Caitlin Grimes with the ball. Kicked over to Livingston, and it goes down, the presence of Ava Armour.
And I got a little nervous because both Wilson and Claudia Dillon jumped on that second ball, right? So you have to talk about whose ball that is, because you don't want to leave Ava Armour out there one-on-one when you have Livingston out there. You have to be able to communicate there at the pin, but great stop by Ava Armour.
Bauer, the feet on the right side, block is there. We'll try again, this time Erin Livingston, and that one is in. Set point. BYU takes the first one over the,
which is incredible. I love to see that, like, you know.
Including the parents of Whitney and Eden Bauer. They made the haul here to see their daughters play.
And who doesn't want to come to Florida, you know?
I know, you don't have to sell me on anything. Ava Armour opens up with the first point. Yeah, I mean, imagine with Orlando being the top destination in the United States.
Especially with recruiting.
It's a hotbed.
Freshman Ava Armour. Fun fact about her, she's young, right? She graduated early to come to UCF to play, which is just incredible. Well, she's younger. She's the younger on the side of those seniors. So technically just turned 18. Incredible volleyball IQ.
Yeah, Coach Maurer told us earlier today during serve and pass that technically Armour is supposed to be a senior in high school right now. So what an introduction.
A back row block against BYU. Great job by Hansen to be up there and ready for it. But back row block against BYU.
So Claudia Dillon will continue to serve for UCF. Diapo. Nice scramble.
Oh, great set. Oh.
Wilson was anticipating. Yeah.
I mean, that ball, it like hit the rafters, but it was incredible location by Shomers. My goodness.
And Abby Shomers, a redshirt freshman, the setter for UCF. Did not play last year to learn under the tutelage of Amber Olson, and that's been paying off for the Knights here as she's been the quarterback for UCF.
Back to serve for Knights, Ava Armour.
Right side feed there from Bauer. And the Knights just making the smart call.
Now here's the thing. Okay, BYU has erred a lot, right? So your lead hasn't necessarily, quote unquote, been earned, which is an ugly way to say it, but it's true. So how do you then, when BYU starts to score points and figure out the second set, what do you then do to balance that? How can you play to meet them? How do you play to match?
Now there's #1 Kate Breyer. Back to serve Whitney Bauer.
So Whitney Bauer, have you heard the name a couple times? She's playing out here with her sister Eden Bauer. Whitney here is the setter, the lefty. Out of bounds, another gimme for UCF. But both Whitney and her sister Eden come from a volleyball lineage in Nampa, Idaho.
And their parents run a volleyball club. 7 sisters, 7 daughters of the family. All of them played volleyball. All of them played competitively. Mostly all of them played for BYU or will play for BYU, which is just incredible. Both parents, one player played volleyball, another played basketball. Just a true Cougar family, which is just incredible.
And we're looking back at Erin Livingston, the senior outside hitter, who had 7 kills there. And 3 aces in the first set. Caught on her heels. The swing by Clark. Knights reset. Shomers gives it back.
Give it to her. Just ripping that ball. Good, go for it.
Big swing. Shomers now, back row feed. Bauer, she gives it right back to Livingston. Ball is high at the net. It's fumbled.
Best point of the match by far, so far. And it's all because of defense. Defense, defense, defense. And grittiness back there. I mean, who would have thought that that ball was going to get dug up, and just catches BYU completely off balance. That's what teams do. You just have to be scrappy and be gritty and just go for it.
Bauer to Livingston. Shear with the pass. Going back to Wilson. Wow, Bauer with the dig. Little miscue here. And you know who capitalizes? Livingston.
Yeah, but nobody in the gym thought that somebody could swing on that ball. It was like side spinning, had like top spin, stopped there for a second. I mean, changed direction, changed color. I don't know what happened when that ball was in the air. So no one in the gym thought that someone was going to swing on it. And here comes Aaron Livingston taking a rip.
Miley Iapo now from the service line. Sharmers to Clark. And that one's out of bounds. So BYU closing in on the gap.
Just making Shalmers work so extra hard. You know, she's got that right leg bandaged up. Maybe feeling a little pain there. You have to make it easy for your setter. Don't make it harder. Pass, perfect pass.
And Dillon on the slide. Pancake there. Can BYU get over? They do. Kate Pryor, their catalyst. The dub comes in. 2 for 2 for Shalmers.
And just such a great heads-up play. Claudia Dillon just pulling that ball around. Great pancake, though, by BYU to keep the play alive. Serving some breakfast. We want some maple syrup. Then you have Chloe Shear. I mean, just that's beautiful. That left hand just being the one to lead the way. Perfect dump.
Tracking it down. The attempt unsuccessful. So quick side out for the Cougars.
You know, they don't give up the ball a lot to the right side in Kate Pryor, but every time that they have, she has done a phenomenal job. That's her third kill on 7 attempts, and she's just putting the ball away. That's what you want. You just want a pin player that can execute and score points.
Woo!
Hit the rafters, come back! Oh!
Livingston, another kill. As Clark tried to track the ball, you're right, from the rafters, but there was...
And do you know how high the ceiling is here?
Look at Nitro.
I mean, he's got to protect the moneymaker, you know.
So we're knotted up at 7s here, set number 2. Shalmers has options.
Oh, no, that ball's in.
And the line
you know what? I'm
here,
actually not going to say it because I don't know.
he initially called it.
Ball was in. Call overturned.
So the point will go to UCF and the ball. All smiles for Jenny Maurer.
And I will give credit to the team, but I will also give credit to Michaela Franklin. She is sitting next to that challenge card. Look at her. She's down there. She whipped that thing out as quick as she could. Challenge that one.
So see if Caitlin Grimes and company can tack on some points. No, the open court found by Eden Bauer.
I'm trying to see how that swing happened. Did it come off of the block and go down the line, or did she just like soft touch it down there? It's the right play. I mean, you have Ava Armour in the front row, bigger blocker. You don't always have to swing the ball.
Shalmers calls for it. We'll get it back to Wilson. McComber up to Bauer. She'll try to dump it. This time to Livingston. Knights get back on D.
Finish it, finish it.
Armour.
Great dig.
And the blocks there.
Wow. Oh.
Are they ready? That one touched by the Knights. Point BYU.
So great swing, did touch Ava Armour's hands. Gosh, this pin for BYU, this left pin is just unstoppable right now.
So the Cougars take the lead off that bullet, and it gets back for the Knights. Claudia Dillon, the Missouri transfer from 2 years ago. She started all 30 matches last year. All conference team for the Knights, and now she will serve it up.
Oh,
Whitney Bauer, third time is the charm.
so she doesn't even need to rely on her attackers. That's just a great pass. Good ball control to stay out of the net too. Just have to, if you're Hansen, you just have to chase that ball. Chase it, chase it. You know she can dump it. She's tried it a few times. Stay in front of her.
Solaris here. Shear.
Woo!
Wilson.
Wanted to go off the hands. So as a pin player or an outside attacker, and that ball set inside, the block's there, you're trapped. You don't have anywhere to go. You're going to really churn and burn and try to get those hands, but disciplined blockers will actually kind of move their hand at the last second, knowing that you're going to try to use it like a backboard.
Ooh, nearly falling over. Chloe Shear tracking the ball. Went out of bounds. And McHugh and Larness will step off the court as Ava Armour takes over. Armour comes from the pedigree. Her father played football at Stanford and won a Super Bowl with the Denver
Great
Broncos.
dig.
Shomers, a joust, Knights caught on their heels. Mia Lee.
Great job by Mia Lee to be up there. Great dig by Grimes. Mia Lee actually had that kind of miscue on one of the overpasses earlier in this set. She said, not again. She's going to be really, really hyper-focused on that, hyper-vigilant with any ball coming over on the second play.
Lefty with the bullet, Whitney Bauer. Ava elevating from the back row. Bauer now. Nice setup. Wilson swings. Pass there by Iapo.
Great dig.
Shomers to Armour, slips through the block.
Mia Lee just a little bit late, still tries to dive in with the hands. One thing we always want to train out is the temptation to dive. If you're late, just go straight up and down, because when you dive those hands or you try to reach for that block and close that seam, that's when you are the most vulnerable.
So high risk, high reward. Emily Wilson just out of bounds.
But do you feel how you just fought, clawed, finally got there to tie it up, and then that ball goes out of bounds, how quickly that momentum can shift from a missed serve. It's just so killer.
Deflating moment for the Knights, but they're much closer in this set.
Hey.
The ball went off of Wilson's face. It's another ace for BYU and Livingston, 6th here tonight. Livingston again targeting that back corner. Shomers keeps the high ball to Clark. Block is there, goes out of bounds. UCF now having to string a few points together.
She's just so, this is incredible. Just so fearless. That ball is not perfect, yet she goes up there and swings like that's the perfect set she's ever seen in her life. I love that sense of awareness, understanding that, hey, this, I need to execute, I need to put this ball away. That's why I think Lauren Clark is just so special.
And she's a grad student, right? So she's got a lot of volleyball underneath her belt, but so does BYU and Erin Livingston.
Yeah, she just hit that ball like on the 10-foot line from the back.
Country, they took the first set 25-19. Erin, a different start here for the Knights. How have you seen them respond here in set number 2?
Yeah, they're hanging in points and rallies longer. You know, they're maybe the jitters of the match are out. They're just, you know, something's different. Bummer that pass turned out the way it did, but there's just been a different, I think you know what? Jenny talked about it in the first set, pride. There seems to be like this new pride in like, this is our home court. This is our stance. We want to come in here and defend it. That maybe we didn't see so much in that first set. Longer rallies, really exciting points.
Clark has a chance here.
Oh,
Laying
wow.
out Bauer. What an effort play. But you're right, Clark, the catalyst here. So that ball stays out of play. And Abby Shomers from the service line. Ooh, little tight set there at the net. Knights will keep the ball.
I don't know if Whitney Bauer was like a dancer or ballerina or something, but her level of ball control and like body control is incredible. She's had a lot of those passes where they've been super tight to the net. Most players would hit into the net or do something. She's been able to just control her body, make a good set, and stay out of the net.
Clark, a little off-speed attack. Ball stays up and high. The approach comes from Eden Bauer. And that one felt good for the Cougars.
And that's just a brilliant swing. Playing true perimeter, that ball goes deep into the court. Shear's there, but that deep corner, that 5, which is the position on the court, that 5 corner is so hard. No defense is designed to defend that ball. It's a perfect shot. That hitting off the hands are the two that have a 98% kill rate.
So Hannah Billetter, the sophomore libero from McKinney, Texas, at the service line for BYU. And man, she doubles up. Another ace. This group's got 8 here in Orlando. And a timeout. Coach Jenny Maurer for UCF. Trying to make sure this thing doesn't get out of reach. I mean, this is like a mental
oomph behind it to score points. Now, as the season's gone on, she's been more confident. She's been swinging a lot heavier on the ball.
Hanson
wow,
on the slide.
what a dig.
Dillon on the slide. Block goes down. Armour, Dilling teaming up.
And great block setup. When she makes that read that the ball is inside, look at the difference. She sees the ball's inside, then she becomes relevant. Then she becomes the part of it. The hitter then has to think about her because she's made the right read defensively, and it becomes super easy for Dillon to close, nowhere to go if you're an outside attacker.
Caitlin Grimes, she's known for an angry serve, and man, we have a
that ball's
discrepancy,
in.
Right?
Yeah, up official has overturned that ball. That ball was in. No question. By a foot. I mean, it's hard because it's right in front of him, you know.
So Grimes will keep serving. Laying out there, Shear. Armour right side, through the block, Ava Armour. True freshman, doing some work on the offensive end. Aaron, you talked about having to keep pace with BYU when they said love one another on the back, and you can tell that this team is one cohesive unit that UCF is trying to steal.
Oh no!
Oh
no! Oh man, are we doing it again? Are we doing it again? Why not? Let's do it. We're challenging it. Caitlin Grimes is like, no, give me another one. I don't know what I can do. Okay, so the referees, they have different cameras.
Another look at our camera here.
It's just, it's so hard because he's standing like right there.
So close.
That's close. It's hard. That back angle looked a little bit easier to tell, but then again, that ball's coming at him. It's like 35 miles an hour. And you can see kind of the bounce on the, no, maybe it's just a divot. Interesting. All right, let's see what we call.
There seems to be a quicker decision.
Yeah.
Than the two previous. Okay,
so no call. Can't tell. Interesting. I've never seen that. No call. That's strange.
So I'm assuming just like a jump ball in basketball, we resume play.
So I don't think she loses the challenge. I don't know, actually, if she would lose that challenge if it was a no call or undeterminable, right? I don't know.
Well,
she still has one. You have a max of 2. But because she didn't lose the first one, she still gets the second one. Interesting.
and so BYU now to serve. 2-point advantage. Armour on the slide. Going to work, Livingston. Shomers, options, Dillon off the tape. Again, Livingston. Wilson powers through. And it's actually gonna go point Cougars.
Goes off the block. Oh, yeah.
Came back on UCF side. So the Cougars in that red zone, 5 points away. Closing out set number 2. Knights and Shomers want to hold on. Dillon, that one's in.
Great swing out of the middle, and just such a great pass from Wilson. Again, they've been picking on her all night. Love to see that she was able to respond in a 3-pass, especially as this set gets closer and closer. Give the ball to Claudia Dillon out of the middle.
Right side feed. UCF just kind of their feet in cement here.
Yeah, make a play. Go for it. Problem is you're putting all your weight on your heels. It takes you that extra step to move and shift that momentum forward. You just have to stay on the balls of your feet so you can move left, right, forward, backward, anywhere you want to go. Make that play.
So Whitney McEwen Lairness at the service line for the Cougars. A little miscue here on communications for the Knights. They sent a freebie over. Middle, elevation, Nia Lee, she's nearly
Chest high.
leaping out of the gym.
Imagine just being a setter and being like, yeah, I'll just like set this as high as I possibly can. Just have fun, go get it. Like, okay. Opportunities and stuff like that. This is the same thing, right? We know the struggle, we're in this together. Look how much, oh my gosh, Jammin' Knights are having the time of their life. Please sign me up. I want to have that much fun doing anything, ever.
Wow, Shear somehow saves that ball. Lee on the opposite end. And what a gut check for UCF.
I mean, that ball came under. Oh, look at that play by Chloe Shear. Laying it out. But look, it's like a mishit. A little bit late on that wrist snap, but because she has such a high point of contact, that ball's just naturally going to drop, you know, gravity. So, love it. Oh.
Wilson, the swing and the kill goes good off the miscue on the other side. Bauer. And the Cougars getting a little tangled up. 6'5", true freshman. Ava Armour now at the service line.
Whoa,
wow.
That thing dropped. My goodness.
And it hit the floor, so go ahead. Knights notch their 4th ace of the game.
That thing dropped.
So again, Armour picking her target. Play at the net. Shomers was there to defend. Now she'll pass it up. Hanson right in the face. Cougars reset. This one pushed out to Livingston. Shomers middle. Hanson again gets it this time. That felt good.
So now BYU wants to challenge. Because Abby Hanson came off the block, touched the ball, and set it. I think they're going to try to challenge if it's a double contact. So timeout BYU. I don't know this game. Going to Lawrence to potentially watch, so that'll be great.
So the point stood. Knights keep the ball. Elevating was Livingston, and the ball hit the deck. So set point, and you got Whitney Bauer, the senior setter and lefty at the service line. Bauer sends over a bullet, and that's gonna do it. Set number 2 is in the books off the hands of Whitney Bauer. All right, so we're underway here on set number 3. And the Knights were hoping there to start off with an ace. They'll set up some offense here. Dylan, dagger, too much on it.
But you know what? Be aggressive, be fearless. At this point, you know, this number 12 team, try different stuff. See what works, go after it. Swing heavy.
I want you in my huddle, Erin.
I know.
I can imagine you at work in the office.
On Zoom.
Oh, on
Just
Zoom.
get after it, be aggressive.
And this one touched by Shear. So 2 straight for BYU.
And even there, be aggressive. You made the choice, stick with the choice, right? Don't back off at the last second. They're not going to give you easy points. Just stay with it, make the play.
So Whitney McEwen Lernis still at the service line. Shear keeps the ball high. We're going to have a swing by Wilson. Bauer pushes it to the outside. Livingston, that has been golden. That is her 13th kill of the night.
And if you're UCF, this is not the start you wanted, but gosh, what a swing. I mean, has whatever attack she wants.
So McEwen Lernis will continue to serve. That one out of bounds. So the Knights breathing room here.
Back to serve for the Knights, Claudia Dillon.
Dillon over the tape. Middle. Wow, the elevation once again from Lee. Ball over and down. Points though for UCF. Coach Maurer out of her chair.
Stay wide. Ava's hands kind of crunching in. Great call. That's great point of view from that pin.
Livingston.
Slow down. Oh.
And there is no answer.
Now here's number
Livingston
1,
just making it absolutely difficult for the Knights. So Whitney Bauer, the senior setter from Nampa, Idaho, at the service line. Hands the ball back over. Little fun fact about Bauer here. Frequent contestant in wild turkey calling contests.
I mean, like what you like. Talented.
Listen, I read Wild Turkey and I instantly thought about the whiskey, but that was not the case.
That says a lot about who you are. Just but there's, okay, a ninja, badminton,
State champion.
turkey caller. I mean, the versatility of the 12 on the court right now is actually very incredible.
And listen, you're looking at Erin Livingston. By the way, she is married to Hayden Livingston, the former DB for BYU. So a lot of these women are wives, too, on the other end for the Cougars. So could you imagine balancing that, too, at this age? Women are superheroes.
I know, we are.
number 13.
Great swing by Wilson through the block. Again, where Mia gets in a little bit of trouble is when she dives on those hands. Has to try to keep them in front.
Bauer, middle again, Mia. Lee, this one again out of bounds.
So now BYU wants a challenge. I don't know. She has one, might as well use it.
Yep, so Coach Heather Olmstead here will challenge this last play. Olmstead in her 9th season.
All the court has been challenged by BYU.
Listen, we've been wrong a lot tonight, Erin,
We've had a
with
no
these
call.
challenges.
We've been neutralized with a no call. Oh man, I don't know.
So the initial ruling here was the ball was out of bounds. You're looking at the challenge being called by Heather Olmstead. And we're showing multiple angles here on our screen, but this is not quite exactly what the officiating crew gets to look at. So their cameras are different, just a little disclaimer. But another quick determination. And the call stands.
Ball's out.
Ball confirmed, point 9.
So we're knotted up at 5 here, set number 3. You're looking at Emily Wilson, the junior outside from Estero, Florida. The ace leader in the Big 12. Middle attack, good as gold. Erin Livingston, just wherever Whitney Bauer gets her the ball.
Yeah, everywhere. And what I love is that she's not just a power hitter, right? Has so many different options, kind of took that one off speed a little bit, found the random seam in that block. Has such a great point of view because of how high she jumps.
Hansen on the slide, batted down, Knights, nothing there. And you're starting to feel a little bit of unraveling.
No emotion, I mean, it's tough, it's tough. But that set, she had one option. Had to go to that slide. Good job for Hansen to be there.
Clark back in the front row, and just BYU is on fire.
Yeah. When you hit the ball really hard, it hits off the block even harder. I love Lauren Clark for her consistent aggressiveness. It's just that like micro angle change. Turn that left shoulder just a little bit more to make that cross-court shot.
Piapo, the grad student that transferred in from the University of Arizona, and the libero will keep serving up for BYU. They've got 10 aces. They're hitting 263 on the night. The Knights just trying to find an answer to keep this game going. Big swing, Shear hits it from the back row. Batted down, the win out again. The play at the net from McHugh and Lernis.
Yeah, and they haven't used her a lot in the offense specifically, but what they have done is that she's just been really good defensively, kind of making her presence known at the net. Shomers was there to block it. She is front row, just had no support.
Ball coming Pryor's way. Block goes down, and Clark and Hansen. A chance to act as catalysts here.
And a rare error from Kate Pryor. Has been kind of money on that right pin, but that ball just dropped a little bit too far before she took the swing. A little tight to the net, want to have her pulled off a little bit.
Shear, one of the 3 captains for UCF and the former gymnast at the service line. Bauer feeding Pryor again.
It's all about the feet, right? It's all about getting your feet to the ball. So if the ball's set inside, you can't break your body or break your core to try to make the play. You've got to get your feet, be fluid, light on those toes to then react to that ball wherever it's set so you can take the swing.
Deep breath here for Shear. That one skimmed the
That's a great
tape,
pass.
yeah. And into the net. Number 7, Whitney Bauer. UCF gets the point. And quickly the Knights have postured themselves to compete here. 1-point game in set number 3. Bauer, swing and sunk it. Her sister, Eden Bauer.
I'm calling touch on the block. When you have somebody like Ava Armour, Shomers at the front row, who has shown that she's got some ups there. She may touch that ball.
The sisters to sister connect. Shomers on the slide, Dillon.
Great get, that ball was low.
Knights have space, Dillon wants it back.
Goes outside the antenna. But I love going back to her, right? The ball was low. It's almost like a course correction from Shomers. That first one was way too low, way too tight. Ball goes outside the antenna and goes out of bounds, but I love the correction, or the willingness for correction.
Freebie for the Cougars, and you know what? The Knights exhale as Shomers gets the ball back.
And it's all business for Shomers right now. She is ready to be back in this. She can see that there's a chance. Look at that right hand. Wow. Totally turned back into the court. Great play.
Bauer here on the side opposite end. McEwen Lairness. Game of runs. BYU keeps the separation. Aria McCumber, the grad student. And gets an ace off the bench. The Cougars now with 11.
That's unreal. It's not like they seem to be an overly aggressive serving team, right? It feels like they're relatively routine when it comes to where the serve location is. Which
in place, Hiapo laying out Shear. And this time the Knights place the ball perfectly out of reach of the Cougars.
And great job by Shear. Sometimes can hesitate on that play, right? Sometimes doesn't just have the instinct to go for it, maybe sees somebody else to go for it when it's that short, but makes a great play, has assistance from Lauren Clark to push it out to that pin. Great play.
Caitlin Grimes, known for her angry serve. Ball stays up by Bauer. Through the blocking down, another kill for Erin Livingston.
I mean, a textbook night for her, my goodness, just going off on the outside. Three-time Offensive Player of the Week in the Big 12. Unanimous first team all preseason Big 12. I mean, just so much talent.
McEwen Lairness trying to get out of the way. Wilson delivers a hot one to McCumber. Knights get to work with a freebie. This one, Ava Armour, got a little too excited there. And that's I mean, you chalk that up to a true freshman. What did you see there?
Yeah, I mean, it's a free ball. You think the ball's going to be set.
Coach Heather Olmstead's squad walk in with a 20-5 overall record. 3 straight victories. And now we're seeing Lissa Erickson for the first time for the Cougars. And somehow this ball stays up. Will continue to move through, and Armour just targeting McCumber.
And that's the set she was expecting last time, where that ball's a little bit in front of her. Great pancake and defensive stance for BYU, but this is the kind of play she wants. That free ball's there, she can go up and like use that body and momentum to go get it. That last play was a little bit behind her, went out of bounds, but that's exactly what she wants to do. Oh, great defense. Wow, great job.
Joust there between Bauer.
And you think that ball is going to be an easy play for Hansen, but look, wow, okay, let's take a look at that. Whitney Bauer is 5'9".
Up against Hansen, who's, goodness, does that say 6'5" on my sheet?
Yes, and wins that joust because the height, I don't know, that's nuts.
And then she pushes it to Livingston. The quarterback game very strong for BYU. This one playing close to the net as well, laying out McCumber. Armour again, the block out of bounds, point Knights.
And it's little plays like this that are going to help build the confidence of a true freshman. Keep going, keep swinging, keep pushing. Put the pressure on her. That's what you want. You want that volleyball IQ to develop in the match, not in training. It'll happen that way naturally. You want to have those little moments of brilliance so that she can really capitalize on those and that momentum. Line.
Wilson there, laying out. BYU, and then the slam dunk, Livingston.
You just have to put the ball away on that first ball kill because you do not want Livingston to get the ball, right? So look at what the defense is doing. Try to swing line, try to mix up your shot, use the hands, go off. Have a sweat timeout. You get 1 sweat timeout and you get 2 hair timeouts. That's the unofficial rule. Yeah, I know. I'm here to educate, Despina. That's what I'm here to do.
I want to see this in the books.
Educate and inspire. Yes, thank you, Major. Our producer, Major, telling me that My job is to inspire.
And you know who's pretty inspiring? Erin Livingston.
Yeah. I mean, it's just incredible. It's an incredible thing to be a witness to. I remember when we played Barbosa and we played a bunch of the future Olympians, Alex Kleinman, when we played Stanford. It was just a different, like when you see a celebrity, there's just something about him. Good charisma, something you can just put your finger on. And we're seeing that tonight in Livingston.
Coming right side attack. The power that Kate Pryor is now able to draw to her side of the court. And BYU is running away with this one. Livingston, by the way, 17 kills, 5 aces. Wowza.
Okay, so let's look at Erin Livingston's resume. Unanimous pick on the 2023 preseason, trained with the U.S. Collegiate Olympic team this summer, ranked number 15 nationally, averaging 4.4 kills per set, led the team in kills. I mean, there are 500 bullet points that lead to why she's one of the best players on the court, but we get to see it in action. I love to bop it. I did. Now that song's gonna be stuck in my head for the rest of the night.
Livingston. Shomers to Wilson.
Great spot.
Back row attack. Pass by Shear. How about Armour opposite end?
Look at that dig location.
Bauer gives it to Pryor, scooped up by the Knights. They need help. One of the longest rallies of the game.
Swing, sharp cross.
Iapo keeping things alive in the back row, and this is closed down by Eden Bauer.
And Eden Bauer, I mean, doesn't have the swing she wants, right? Look at that dig location. I mean, it's just like perfect. But that ball's a little bit outside, looking at her sister like, hey, what are you setting that ball? But still is able to make the roll shot and make the read. Understands the set's not perfect. Has read the vulnerabilities in the UCF defense.
Shomers, Hansen on the slide off the fingertips there of Iapo. And I think I've said this all season long. If I could see more of Abby Hansen on the floor, I mean, I've got to be one of her biggest fans.
No, she's just, well, first off, she's just inspiring and fun and doesn't take herself too seriously, which is amazing. But she just has this ability to put the ball away, and everything is exciting, and I love that. She loves the game.
Shomers to Clark.
Woo!
That one goes down.
There she is. Haven't called her name in a while, have really had to rely on Wilson, but when we do, it's with authority. Great swing and great setting choice by Shomers.
The 6-foot grad student transferred in from FGCU, played at Penn State too prior to that. Tracked down. Cougars get the free ball over. Bad pass to Shomers. Can Clark put it away? Nope.
Great hustle by Livingston. Knocked out some of the, you know, just great playing by Livingston. You know, do we need to explain? It's like, no, okay, you're great, you're brilliant, you're perfect. Incredible volleyball from her.
Iapo now from the service line. And how about ace number 13?
So a team's out hitting you 250 to 151. They're out digging you 40 to 39. They have more kills, 96 out of 86, and then you add in the 13 aces. I mean, that's a scary stat sheet. That's a number 12 in the country kind of stat sheet.
Hansen finds the back corner and a side out here for the Knights. They're going to be hanging on by a thread.
Back to serve for the Knights, Chloe Shear.
Shear right across the tape. Back at you. 5th ace for UCF.
Here come the free t-shirts.
We always get left out, Erin.
I know. Anybody feel sorry for all of us and want to give us a free t-shirt? Oh, great dig.
Swing it up. The block is there. BYU staying down on defense. Splits the hands right past Kate Pryor.
And great job by Chloe Scheer to keep that play alive. Claudia Dillon getting the kill. Again, just the confidence of knowing your player's going to be there. Every single time she's going to be in the same spot. That's a hard shot to make.
So 3 straight points, and I jinxed her there.
Yeah, but you know what? That was one of the best defensive stances. We haven't really seen UCF keep the ball more than 1 or 2 points. They get 3 that time, just what they needed.
All right, so Hannah Billiter, the sophomore libero from McKinney, Texas. 2 points shy of closing this game out. Shomers dumps it, laying out was McComber. Excuse me, that was not McComber, that was Iapo.
And I like the aggressiveness from Shomers, but it's the rare chance that you have the opportunity to set your pin players. And, you know, a lot of times setters won't actually do that back to back, but Whitney Bauer saw something she wanted to make that play. First service, probably one of the first service errors for BYU, one of the very few that they've had in this match. Only coming into the set with 5.
So match point, you're looking at Abby Shomers for UCF. Bauer goes right side feed, and that one off the hands of Shomers. BYU storming the court. They sweep UCF here. Thursday night volleyball, final set score here, 25-18. Aaron, how do these teams, specifically UCF, regroup? Because they got to face off again tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's all about watching the tape and seeing how they can do better at the service.
समान तो भतार तोर खाई रे, झूठ समान तो भतार तोर खाई रे, झूठ समान तो भतार तोर खाई रे। ना मिली मजा तो खूब गोरियाई रे, ना मिली मजा तो खूब गोरियाई रे। ढेर हमारा मिली हार जाई रे, तोरा जैसा ढेर हमारा मिली हार जाई रे, तोरा जैसा ढेर हमारा मिली हार जाई रे। झूठ समान तो भतार तोर खाई रे, झूठ समान तो भतार तोर खाई रे। भीतर जान जाई सब तोरा का बावे भीतर केतन भतार आके बनबे पवित्र जान जाई सब तोरा का बावे भीतर सन जे बिहारी से ते करबे ना सगाई रे सन जे बिहारी से ते करबे ना सगाई रे जाति सुके सजी से करबे ना सगाई रे झूठ समान तो भतार तोर खाई रे झूठ समान तो भतार तोर खाई रे।
सत्यम रिकॉर्डिंग स्टूडियो खोरी पाकर।